when I was 21.
What is going on, guys? Koogs46 here, bringing you the next installment of the MLB The Show 17 Dream Cards series. This is the series where we discuss and we talk about all the different cards that we want to see in MLB The Show 17, whether they're rookie flashbacks, whether they're legends, whether they're primes. All the cards that we would like to see in MLB The Show 17, this is where we discuss them. Thanks for the continued support, guys. I went through a lot of comments this week, had a lot of good suggestions, and I think we actually got some pretty good ones this week. I think these three players that we have are going to be very, very good. They could all three potentially make a case for a diamond. One of them maybe not, but we'll talk about that when we get into it. Before we get into the first viewer suggestion, I have to give an honorable mention to Max Baxley and his comment saying his dream card is postseason Kershaw 55 overall. Sorry, but that man in the postseason is a choke artist. That made me laugh. I thought that was hilarious. That was funny, Max. Good comment. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and start with the first viewer suggestion, one of the most suggested on this video and past videos. A ton of people wanted to see this card. I think this would actually be a pretty fun card to use in the game. I'm not sure how well it would play, but we're taking a look at the dual sport athlete, Bo Jackson. That's right, baby. Bo knows. Bo Jackson was obviously a football player and a baseball player. He had a very successful career in both sports. Not something you see every day. It's not like high school where you can play both sports and have a, be a letterman in both. It's just, it doesn't happen that much anymore, and Bo was one of the best people to ever do a dual sport type of career. So if we're looking at any one of Bo Jackson's seasons, it's pretty obvious which season you have to take. I think you got to take his 1989 season because that was his only all-star season. He also finished 10th place in the MVP voting, so it wasn't like he was at the top, but he was, he was right there. He was one of the better players in the league. His average was .256, hitting 32 home runs, 105 RBIs. He also stole 26 bases, so he has some speed. So Bo could be a very good all-around player. Now, if you're just looking at his hitting, I don't think this is a diamond season. I think this is an 88 to 92, kind of like that Andre Dawson card in the Show 16, that gold card. So I would give him an 88 to a 90 based off his hitting. But when you factor in the speed and his fielding, I think those elevate him a little bit more. I think you give this card a 91 or a 92. I don't think this is a diamond card all the way. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. We could try and make a case for it. To me, it just doesn't quite hit that diamond mark with a .256 average. I just don't think the speed can really cover that. So I would have to go a 91 or a 92 for Bo Jackson. Alright, guys, so my dream card pick for the week was actually also suggested by another user, so I will shout them out. But this is a card that is a still prominent player today, one of the best players in the American League. And he is still having really good seasons, but I think one season above and beyond is just amazing. I'm talking about the cover athlete for MLB The Show 16. I'm talking about Josh Donaldson. AmaBro718 also suggested this card for 2015 Josh Donaldson, his prime season, his MVP season. Don't get me wrong, guys. Like I said, Josh Donaldson is still killing it. He is still a 96 to a 98 overall card with his live series. But this 2005 season he had in Toronto, I think this is even better than the live series card he's going to have next year. He hit .297, 41 home runs, 123 RBIs. He was an all-star, he was a silver slugger, and he was the American League MVP. Unfortunately for them, Toronto didn't go far in the playoffs that year, so there's not a lot of postseason numbers to look at. But I think if you were going to take any Josh Donaldson season, I think we can pretty much all agree that this 2015 season is his best. And as a prime card, I think that would be a very good Captain Store reward or something like that. This dude rakes, this dude can field, this dude can do it all, and I think 2015 was his best season. So my pick for the week is Josh Donaldson for 2015. Alright, guys, for our next viewer suggestion, we're going to be looking at a starting pitcher. We're going to be looking at one of the best pitchers in MLB history. At least when he was in his prime, I think he was. I get a bunch of suggestions every week for different Mets players back in the day, and this week I chose to go with one of those players. So thank you Anthony Simone and JD Gennaro for these suggestions. We're looking at Dwight Gooden. Dwight Gooden had a lot of good years with the Mets in the mid to late 80s, but one season is just miles apart from any other season he had. I'm talking about his Cy Young winning 1985 season. He went 24-4 with a 1.53 ERA in 276.2 innings pitched. He struck out 268 batters. He had a whip of under 1. This dude was an all-star. This dude finished 4th place in the MVP voting. Like I said, he won the Cy Young. This is one of the best pitching seasons I have ever seen on a stats sheet. Obviously, I was not alive when this season was happening, so I couldn't really say anything about me seeing it live. But looking at this stat sheet for his 1985 season, it's just all of these numbers are like some of the best I've seen for a pitcher. The strikeouts aren't as good as like a Randy Johnson or whatever, but he still almost struck out 1 batter per inning. To me, this card is an easy 95 to a 97 for what he did if we're just looking at that season. I mean, you could even make a case for 1984, his rookie season. He won Rookie of the Year, he was an all-star, he was 2nd place in the Cy Young voting in his first season. He had a really good stat line there too, but in 1985, above and beyond, is his best season, and that's the season I think we're going with for Dwight Gooden. So there you guys have it. Those are the 3 players we're talking about this week. We're talking about Bo Jackson, Josh Donaldson, and Dwight Gooden. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those picks. Like always, guys, leave your comments down below for what dream cards you would like to see. We do this series every single Monday, and I take a couple viewer suggestions every time, so if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can never miss any episodes of dream cards. Make sure you guys slap a like on the video, really would appreciate it a lot. And that is all we have for this week. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one, I will see you later.